Good, welcome everybody and welcome to Bloodborne. This will be the first episode of the series, the Let's Play. I plan on completing the game, and I know you may be thinking, like, Bloodborne is the first video on your channel, like, don't you want to show off a game that you're good at? Well, if we go on load game, you'll see I have put many an hour into this game. Shuple's Regret was my character there. Don't ask me why I called it that, it was just the first thing that came into my head. You can see he looks like a monstrosity. He's got weird dots on his chin. He's horrific. He's terrible. But 95 hours put into this game is honestly one of my favourite games of all time, and I just wanted to share that with everyone. I wanted to go through the game, say my thoughts as I'm going through, maybe give you a few laughs along the way, and let's get into it. Start a new game.
Is the home of blood administration. You need only unravel its mystery. But there's an outsider like yourself to begin. Easy, with a bit of yarn and blood of your own. But first, you'll need a contract.
Always read the terms and conditions. Don't sign anything without knowing what you're actually signing up to. That's lesson 1. Okay, enter name. Let's just go. Let's go Fox Alpis. Let's just keep on the brand. Gender. Yeah, we'll go. Last one was a male, so we'll go female this time. Mature. Origin. I think I went milk toast before, just average, all round kind of guy or gal in this case. To be honest, I think the description for that's just a bit rude, really. Waste of skin. Why skin? Who else needs the skin?
A few inches later.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with military veteran because it has high base skills. When I played this game before, I didn't really use much of my blood tinge and arcane skills, so, and especially with arcane, yeah, it helps with item discovery. You find more items as you're going along from enemies that drop them, and blood tinge helps you use weapons and stuff. But in reality, I think strength and skill will be the more useful ones, because they're the damage output, really. They're the ones that you're actually going to be using all the time. It's got 10 endurance, 10 vitality, about average. It's not like well, I suppose waste of skins, even that, but it's not that one. I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce that with low vitality and endurance and stuff. It's just middle ground for those. And yeah, let's get into the appearance now. Oh, I've already done that. Age, done that as well. Voice. Well, we're a mature age. We'll go for a mature voice. This isn't a very good. It fades out the background, so you can't actually see what you're gonna look like. Let's go very burly. I don't want to spend too long on character creation because it can get boring. Apparent age 98. I know it's just on a scale, but just noticing this. Facial aesthetic. Masculine, you're very orange. You got a little bit of what looks like stubble going on there. And feminine. If you go to the feminine side, you turn green and get really big cheeks. Why do you turn green? That's pretty weird. Anyway, there is an option to change the eyelashes, and even in this menu, the character creation menu, you can't see a difference. So how are you going to be able to see a difference in game when you've got a mask on? Even so. Okay, so I've gone with this. I couldn't really be bothered doing much design of the face. That's more or less the default face. I've gone with the purple hair because I like the colour purple. And then 3D glasses eyes. I got one red, one blue. That was more just because the hair's purple and purple is a mixture of red and blue, so I thought I'd make the eyes a mixture as well. I tried putting some face details on, like marks and tattoos and stuff, but they don't really show up. You can't really see them apart from that one, which actually you can't even see. You can't really see them, so I just thought I'd leave it. So yeah, I'll save that to favourite. What is that horrific thing? Hold on, I'm gonna save this as a favourite and see. This was my original character. It's got that Super Saiyan hair going on. And then I don't even know. Oh, this is like this is what became of this. This was one of the horrific ones that I made. The glasses are like bent to go with the face, the eyebrows. But yeah, I'm just gonna go with this one. So this shall be our character, Fox Alpez. A young female military veteran in Yarnum looking for pale blood. Finalised contract. Now hopefully I don't embarrass myself, because although I did say those 95 hours have been put into it, and it should... Wait, it's going to be a cutscene? It should be. I'll finish that thought later. Hey big fella. I don't actually understand what's going on in this bit. Like, did the power of Christ compel him? Like, why? I don't know why he was there, or even why he burst into flames, but yeah, the guy said it may be a bad dream, but I don't know, dreams have a lot of significance in this game. Like the central hub areas, Hunter's Dream, there's a whole section of the game where you're in someone's nightmare. And in those dreams, what happens is very real.
You found yourself a hunter.
Oh, the doll. What a doll. So here we are in Eosephagus Clinic, Iosephagus Clinic, however you want to pronounce it. Handwritten scroll. Seek pale blood to transcend the hunt. To transcend the hunt. Yeah, it has been a long time since I've played this game. And I actually played most of this game the first time without realising you could sprint. It took me a long time. I think someone actually told me that you could sprint. What was I saying before? Yeah, I hope I don't embarrass myself, because although I did say I've put 95 hours into this game, that was a long time ago. So, okay. It's heavy attack, light attack. Is that Oh, that like extends the weapon if you've got one that's able to be. That's left-handed. Okay. So what I do know is that well, over here there's a terrible foe, as we've just been told, and this guy is supposed to kill you, but I'm gonna do my best to fight him. Okay, this isn't gonna end well. It's probably gonna take a while. Especially when I'm getting stuck on tables. Oh. I'm gonna get these blood vials. Right. Just gotta take my time. Just not get too greedy. That's what these games are all about. The Soulsborne games, some of my favourite games ever made. I absolutely loved Dark Souls 3. And I think what people don't realise is that, like, they say it's really difficult, but the challenge comes from how you play the game. Because they're not difficult games. Everyone just runs in gung-ho because that's how you play every other game, but in fact they're really defensive games. You just need to take your time, not get too greedy, and just attack when you can. Oh Jesus. And dodging is obviously very useful as well. Now this fight is going to look very repetitive because that's what it is right now. Not all fights take this long if you're unfamiliar with Bloodborne. This is just because I don't have any weapons, I'm just punching with my bare fists. But we're slowly chipping away at him, slowly doing it. Because I've never done this before. I've done 2 playthroughs of this game, I think. 2 or 3, I think 2. Oh god, got greedy there. I've done 2 playthroughs of this game, and I've not actually killed this guy without any weapons before. And this is looking like it's going to get pretty close. God. Jesus. Don't kill me. Please. Just... Come on. Slowly making our way. Come on, he's so close. Can't lose now. No! 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 Oh, so close! Oh. Oh, that'd have been so good if I'd have killed him there, but... Here we go to Hunter's Dream, where we can get our weapon and kill him in 3 hits. I don't know if it is 3 hits, but if it is, you'll be impressed. Oh, I really wish I'd have killed him there, that'd have been so good. He was so close as well. I'm really excited to play through this game again, because I go back and forth in my head about which one's my favourite game out of Dark Souls and Bloodborne. To be honest, I think it is Dark Souls, but Bloodborne is less confusing, I think, because Dark Souls, it's the 3rd game in the series. This is the doll, which is a darling. I see a trick weapon. I went for the axe when I first started this, but when I got further on, because the reason I went for the axe is because, obviously looking at the numbers, it has the highest damage output, so I thought, well, you know, it's the obvious choice. But the saw cleaver is actually serrated, which is better against beasts, which obviously is basically the whole point of this game, is you're fighting beasts. So I think I'm actually going to go for the Saw Cleaver. And firearm. I went for the pistol. Oh, I don't actually know which one I'll go for, because blunderbuss is better for stunning human. No, the pistol's better for stunning human enemies, but blunderbuss is better for beasts, I think. Might be the other way around, but I'm gonna go for the pistol anyway. And then what's this? And the notebook. So if we... Oh, wrong one. Put Saw Cleaver in this one. Pistol in that one. And then we can have the notebook in there. So here we are. Saw Cleaver and Hunter Pistol. Now we can go back and seek our revenge. No, I hope you're not planning on watching this for the plot, because if you want a game with a story, Bloodborne has one. Debatably. It's a very confusing story, but it is there. There is one to be found. I did a lot of research actually when I was really into these games. And there we are, 3 hits, as predicted. And there's the wheelchair guy that just did the transfusion for us. He's just dead now. He got killed by this thing. Oh, 3 blood vials on that. I can get all 320 of our records back. So, yeah, as I was saying, I hope you're not planning on watching this for a story, for a plot, because Bloodborne doesn't have one that is easily... You won't understand it in one playthrough. There is time and effort that needs to be put into finding the story. I could give brief explanations when I get up to certain places. I could just say this is what's going on, but it might just end up confusing things more than explaining them. So I actually really like this opening bit here, because obviously it's a cool cinematic shot. You just kind of open up and there's this huge bridge, but it's not just a cinematic shot. You can go up to that bridge. That bridge is the first boss, the first mini boss. Not mini boss. The first optional boss. The cleric beast is up on that bridge. What? This is going to take some getting used to get back into the swing of things. To get used to all the dodging and ducking and weaving. Because although when I first played this game, I didn't have that big difficulty curve, learning curve that everybody else seemed to have. Everyone says that like they really struggle to get into the Soulsborne games because they're just too difficult, but I mean, I don't want to sound too... I really like that as well, because that is the cleric beast. You can hear it. Yeah, I don't want to sound too self-congratulatory, but what? Okay. But I did just kind of find Bloodborne and Dark Souls quite easy when I first got into them. It was a bit of a challenge at first, but once you get past the first area, really, you're used to it by then. The difficulty kind of wears off, but it's still just a really enjoyable game. I still can't level up because you need to have 1 insight in order to be able to interact with the doll. Insight is in the top right, below the blood echoes. Blood echoes are what you spend to level up. You buy things, and it's basically just your general currency. And insight is kind of like a special currency, where if you have a certain amount of it, different things will happen.